Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jackie Boy here from 3 Bros with a Console. I'm going to start a series of videos today, basically helping out a few people that just bought Fallout 4 and they didn't necessarily play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. This is a video to help you lot out. And the first one, which was actually new to me as well, which I didn't realise, was how do you use the perk tree properly? Well, I've actually got a few level ups I can do. And so on the perk tree here, and I thought you had to work your way down. So when you had strength, you had to buy Iron Fist before you could buy Big Leagues, then you could buy Armourer, then you could buy Blacksmith, so on and so forth. And that isn't actually the case. So say I've got strength 10, I could go down and I could buy the very bottom perk as soon as I started the game. If I started with 10 strength, it is not a gradual, you have to work your way down process, which I originally thought it was, which is why I have one of most of them, because when I first started the game I was under the impression that you did have to work down, and it took a while for me to figure out that you could actually buy straight from the bottom, which I actually had to watch a streamer to figure out. But yeah, so that's how you actually use the perk tree properly. Alright guys, so the second problem, which on a few forums and a few comments I've received, is actually people confused as to how you get places quickly. I've had a few people say that Fallout's not a very good game because it takes you ages to get from place to place, which in the start of the game is more than true. It does take you a while, but for those who are new to Fallout and don't realise this, you simply just go to map, pick any discovered place, and you just click X and fast travel there. Which again is something simple, and to Fallout veterans like me who's played Fallout 3 in New Vegas and this for years, it's actually something that is second nature to you and you just understand. But for many people that haven't done that, then it can be confusing. But yeah, so as soon as you discover a place, you can actually fast travel to and from places with ease, and it's not a case of having to walk everywhere unless you play on survival difficulty, which if you're new to the game is not a recommendation. Alright guys, on to the next one. Okay, so the third one is I've had a few people say that the Pip-Boy interaction menu is really annoying. The fact that every time you want to change weapon and you want to use a stim pack or some water or something, that it's a very annoying, lengthy process. Interrupting myself mid-video. Anyway, if you actually go into your Pip-Boy, you go over your inventory, and if you press R1 on anything and then scroll up, and so I'll put my frag grenade up there, then you just tap up, you press X, or say for stim packs you can hotkey it. I think it's now called favoriting, but in previous Fallouts it was called hotkeying, and you can just scroll with your directions to pick one. So if I wanted to change to combat rifle, then I just use the arrow keys to do so. Alright guys, the fourth one that many people aren't aware of, different ways to which you can actually heal yourself. Many people run out of stim packs early doors, or run out of food early doors, and aren't aware of alternative ways to heal themselves, whereas there are many different ways you can heal yourself, and drinking from a puddle or a toilet or a pond or something will heal you to a degree, and it will just give you radiation. So if you've run out of stim packs but you've got a few radaways left, then drink some irradiated water and then remove that radiation. So there's actually they say many different ways of healing yourself. Sleeping in a bed heals, which we'll be covering after this. But yeah, if you run out of stim packs, don't worry. There are many other ways you can heal yourself. You do not have to deal with having minuscule health until you then come into contact with more stim packs. Alright guys, so the fifth one that most people aren't aware of, and understandably so, is the effectiveness of beds. Because in Fallout, beds actually have unbelievable amounts of healing powers. And I was going to demonstrate just then by jumping off and crippling my legs to show that beds can actually heal crippled limbs. So when you're running low on stim packs and you need to give your limbs a quick fix, then sleeping in a bed, as long as there isn't any enemies nearby, will do that. I've just got to take off my free fall armor so I can actually take fall damage. There we go. So I can see I've crippled my leg. This is as fast as I can move, and my health's on about 2/3. And beds are actually that effective that sleeping for 1 hour will decripple all of your limbs. It will give you a well rested bonus, and you can actually restore all lost health. So any chance you get, jump in a bed and that'll do you wonders. Right, so that is 5 things that new people to Fallout 4 may not have known. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tick that like button, comment and subscribe for more. Please share this with your friends, family, anybody. And if you did enjoy the video, please do try to show your support. I am a growing channel and any little bit of support would be highly appreciated. This series will be continued because there's actually many things that people aren't aware of. I'll be covering all of them. So take it easy guys, have a great day and goodbye.